Hello my beautiful people, it's your girl Asima and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing great because I'm doing amazing and we give glory to the Almighty God. Yes family, in today's video, as said by the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time of how my mom found out how my stepdad was abusing me. So I hope you guys are gonna stay tuned to watch the full video. And if you haven't watched how my stepdad abused me, raped me when I was 11, make sure to go and watch the video. It's still there on YouTube, so you will understand. Before we begin our story time, make sure you have something to drink. I have my Coca-Cola, it's warm, so I have something cold. So if it's cold, make sure you have some tea, chocolate, or anything. Okay, without further ado, let's just jump into this video. Okay, let me first drink. Wow. So yes, most of you have already listened to my story time that I did, you know, opening up how my stepdad abused me for like 3.5 years, and when I was 11 years old, and nobody knew about the abuse until we came to Sweden. Yes, I mean, nobody knew what was going on, because actually when we used to live in Uganda, we were a lot of people in the house, because we used to live with our aunties, uncles, grannies, you know, a lot of people, and also some people that our mom and stepdad, they used to help from the church. So we were really many in the house, and I mean, you could really not notice a lot that was really happening. And most of the time mom used to spend her days at the church counseling people. A lot of people used to book time of counseling, so she used to come at home like so late, around like 12 there, like most of us have already slept. Sometime we're gonna see her the next morning, or sometime again we're gonna wake up when she left. So we used to see her most of the time, maybe at the weekend, something like that, or now maybe when we are all going to the church. But she used to be so busy, and nobody actually in the family could really think that my stepdad or our stepdad could do something like this, because a lot of people really used to put trust in him. People believed him, even us. We call him daddy, my brothers, like even his kids. I mean, we all used to show him respect. And I mean, a lot of people, especially some of my brothers, they used to be like, oh my god, when I grow up I want to be like we never really used to call him stepdad, we used to call him dad. So my brothers, they used to like, when I grow up I want to become like dad, because he's so hardworking, the way he preached, the way, you know, a lot of, you know, boys, even our friends we used to dance with, they used to be like, oh my god, he's always smart, intelligent, like the way he do his stuff. Like a lot of people were looking up to him, you know. I mean, even me, when I was actually young and before all these things really happened, you know, I really used to admire him so much, hardworking, the way they work together with our mom and everything. But I stopped all that, you know, believing him, you know, we all want to become like leaders like him, until like the accident happened when he raped me and all that. That's when like me, I was like, in no way, I can never become like this monster, because of what he did was not okay. So I mean, I kept quiet, you know, I kept quiet all that time when I was in Uganda. I mean, I couldn't say anything to all my siblings, not even my mother, because deep down I was like, the day this come out, I'm dead. Like the day this come out, I'm dead. And to remind you, I used to have a best friend. My auntie was my best friend, and then also I used to have my brother Jeremiah. So those people, they were like my besties. But even my auntie, I couldn't open up to her. Because remember, this man already had put in my mind, the day I'm gonna open up like to anybody, I'm gonna die. This is supposed to be like a secret between us until even if I ever get married, like this will continue, this will never stop. So that's why he put in my mind. And at that time, my brain was still like a child. And when somebody tell you die, trust me, you're not gonna say anything. So I was like, I don't want to die, I'm gonna keep quiet. Even if so, every time I could look at my auntie, because my auntie was the person that I open up to her every little things, everything. If I'm going through something, anything that is bothering me, she's a person who used to give me advice. So I used to feel so comfortable with her. I want to share with her everything. But this one, it was paining me to see that I'm so quiet and I cannot talk to anybody, because if I talk to anybody, I'm gonna die, something is gonna happen to me. And I don't want that. And the reason why I believed this man, because remember, this man, everybody knew this man as a person who speaks to God. He has that gift of speaking to God. And that's how he really got a lot of girls, to go to fall for him, or even to listen to what he was saying, because we used to give him so much respect. Knowing someone speak to God and then they tell you this, growing in a Christian family, belief is something that was so strong in our family. So when he says something, everybody's gonna bow down. You cannot question. In our family, we never really used to question things. If anything comes, they're just gonna let us know and we follow the order. That's it. That's how things really used to be done in the family. So every time when I was in Africa, I really used to want to open up to my auntie. But again, I'm just, I'm like, I don't want to die young. I'm not even yet to get married, which even something that I never really used to believe that it will ever happen to my side, because of what was happening, and because of the words that he already put in my mind, that I'm the only person that belongs to him and all that. So, every time I see my auntie, deep down, another spirit could tell me, open up, talk to somebody, or even your brother. But I was like, nobody even again is going to believe me. And on my mother's side, that was the worst part ever, because I was like, the day my mom will ever found out. Relunaku, mama wangali ngamba, sikumanyi, sikuzalanga, sikumanyi. And same things goes to my siblings. They're never ever gonna want to talk to me, and I was this type of a person. You all know me. My siblings are my everything. Because of everything we've been together, my siblings, they mean a lot to me. My mom. So losing those people really used to scare me, and really that put me in a spot where I have to keep quiet. Even if the thing is killing me, no matter what happened, I'll keep quiet until the day I die. This secret will never come out. That's why I told to myself, and that was that's the end conclusion. No matter what happens, I'm just gonna keep quiet, because soon we're about to go in Sweden. And thank God, our journey finally opened up. It was not easy. We came to Sweden, and I was so happy. I was so excited. I'm like, thank God, I'm not gonna be able to see this man again, and now I'm free. I'm like, oh my God, I can do everything that I want. But deep down, I'm like, now I will never talk to anybody. I'm gonna keep this secret to myself. So I used to tell myself, even if I meet someone, a person that I love, I will never share this, because the day I do say this, it's over for me. Okay, so when we came to Sweden, I really tried to say that I forgot everything, the past. I've left everything in Uganda, because he's not gonna come. I was so happy. But You know, the thing really used to kill me. Every day I live in fear. I'm so scared. Like, I mean, every time I'm at school, I don't concentrate. For me, every time my mind is just always looking at all those kids, and I'm just like, oh my God, are this like a lot of things could be just going in my mind. And that's why at school I was never concentrated. And for me, if someone tells me that they live with their stepdad, oh my God, I'll feel like it is my responsibility to go and save them. It is my responsibility to tell them, be careful. You know, it's just, I just want to tell them something, okay? It's not that that person is doing something, but to me, I mean, up to this day, if just someone tells me they're living with their stepdad, like, I just be so scared, you know, it scares me. And I was just like, how will I ever move on with this type of a thing that I'm carrying deep down in my heart? Because if I decide to open up to somebody, I'll be the worst person ever. And another thing, will even believe me, because this is a big man, okay? This man is respected. I mean, who will believe me? Everybody's just gonna judge me. I'm gonna be the bad person. And trust me, nobody wanna be the bad guy. Just like, you just gotta be strong. You just gotta be quiet. It's gonna be okay. The good thing, he's not here, you know, and all that. But again, things were not going okay. But again, I used to try to live a normal life the best I could. But again, nothing was really going great. So, you know, I used to go to school. Sometimes I skip school, but then I'm gonna show my mom I'm going to school, but I'm not gonna go to school. I'm just gonna go in the forest. I start throwing. I used to go down there in the forest. I throw stones, but then the teacher, I'm just gonna tell them I have to go home. I'm not feeling good. And then they just let me go home. But I'm not going home because I know mom is gonna ask me, what are you doing here at this time? You're supposed to be at school. So I used to go there down to the forest. I used to have this favorite place of mine. So I'd be there until has come to go back home. That's when I go home. And that's how I used to do my things. Right. Until the next morning, I get ready, help my siblings, say bye-bye to my mom, go to school, but pretending to go to school, but I'm not at school. So, and that's how like I was living. So sometimes I could even pray and I'm like, God, can't you just make a miracle? Like, how can I be able to talk to somebody? Because I don't know, I feel like I'm dying deep down, you know. I may be with my friends even at school, but again, I'm just like, I'm just gonna be hearing voices telling me like, they know, they are gonna know, they are gonna find out, they are gonna leave you, they are gonna hate you, they are gonna call you names. Oh my God. And again, I'm just gonna start crying. I'm just gonna go in the toilet, and I be there in the toilet until that course is done. That's when again I have to go back. So that's how things used to be. So they come, they hit me, you know, and especially when I'm having good time, that's when like I could just hear those voices. They are gonna know, and all this, you're gonna lose it, they're gonna know. Oh my God. And I'll just be like, I don't know if I'll ever manage to speak to somebody. So, you know, I would used to say I'll never talk to somebody, because remember, this man even told me, the day you ever tell your mother, she will kill you, because this is not good. I'm helping you because I need to help you. That's why he told me. I mean, he was so smart. He knew his moves, you know. He was just like, yeah, your mom, the day your mom find out, she's gonna kill you, you're gonna lose all your siblings, and all the crazy stuff that he said. And it made me feel like I have to keep this for the rest of my life. Until I die, I'll go with this secret in my grave. Nobody will ever know, no matter who, like nobody will ever find out about this. So yes, guys, after 1 year of being in Sweden, you know, I'm used of my routine, skip school sometimes, I go, you know, pretend to be happy, but deep down you feel like you're dead. Deep down, like you don't even know yourself. So one day I woke up, I'm done preparing my siblings, they're about to go to school, you know, because me, Jemima, Dorcas, we used to go at the same school. Because Jemima and Dorcas, they had left already, you know, because sometimes I used to be even late. I make things slowly, you know, because I don't want Jemima and Dorcas to see me. So sometimes I could let them go first, because I want to go the last one, because I'm not going to go to school. I've already told the teacher that I'm not coming, I'm sick. Mom doesn't know. So that day, I made sure again, Dorcas and Jemima, they left first. So while I was just, preparing, I'm pretending to take books, but in the bag, there is nothing for real. Boom. I'm the only person who is at home with my mom. So all my siblings have already left for school. So while I'm coming out of my room, my mom too was coming to my room. And then she was like, oh my God, before you go to school, I want to speak to you. Oh my God. Directly, guys, I knew she knows. I don't even know. For me, my heart just was like doo-doo, doo-doo. My heart started beating so fast. I felt like I can't breathe. I felt like I want to faint. I felt like somebody should come and help me. I felt like, should I run? I don't even know what to do. But again, I was shaking, guys. Like, she just told me, I want to talk to you. I went to my mommy's room. And then, guys, I'm shaking. I'm like, my heart is beating. I don't know. Like, she was not even yet to start talking. I had already started crying. And I'm shaking. She's like, are you okay? Like, I can't even talk. I can't even open my mouth. So by that time, I was now, I think, 14. Yeah, so I was 14 by that time. It was like, I got a vision. All the people who have slept with this man, because remember, this man really had used a lot of women. Like, he manipulated a lot of women. So while we were in Sweden, and that's when everything started coming out, some women, so everything started coming out. But for me, I was not yet to come out, because for me, I was like, nobody knows apart from me and him. So, and I don't think he can even say it to anybody. And that's why for me, I was just quiet. When I'm hearing other girls, I'm just so scared. I'm like, anytime soon, it's my time, So, I mean, it was just crazy, because let me say, a half of the church, this man had already finished. Most of the girls, all our friends, everybody, like Jesus, some were pregnant, some they were not pregnant. I really didn't get pregnant, and I thank God for that. And I always feel so bad for some of the girls really who got pregnant of him and stuff like that. So now my mom was like, I was confused of the vision, because in the vision, when like I was seeing all the girls that have slept with this man, but they're like in a fire. And I also saw your picture. When my mom told me, I really didn't understand while I saw your picture there, because I was like, yeah, I'm confused of the vision. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. Hey. At that time, I feel like I'm dead. I feel like I'm dying, okay? I feel like just someone, please come and carry me. Can just some of my siblings come so that we end this discussion, because I don't know what to say. Should I also tell her I don't know the meaning of that, like, vision? I was just confused. Should I open up? But there's just a voice that I had while I was just shaking, just tell her the truth. Just tell her. Talk to her. She's your mother. Guys, I just went down on my knees. I cried. I told mommy, forgive me. I was just like, mommy, forgive me. He told me not to talk to you. He told me that the day I'm going to tell you, I'm going to die. The day I'm going to tell you guys are going to hate me. Mommy, forgive me. He told me, God told him, this is the way for me of getting knowledge at school. Mommy, I'm sorry. So my mom is confused, okay? My mom is like, what's going on? I'm lost. What are you talking about? And I'm like, mommy, I'm just like, mommy, but again in Swahili, I'm talkative. But that day, I was like, Kasiru. Like, I was like, I can't speak words to come out. I couldn't. And that's when I started talking. That's when I told her everything. But I begged my mom not to tell my siblings. I'm like, mommy, they're gonna hate me. They're not even gonna wanna ever speak to me again. Mommy, please don't tell them. Let's just have this between you and me, please. They don't know. Please, like, mommy, I'm sorry. If you want me to go somewhere, I can go. Just don't hate me. Don't say that I'm not your daughter. Don't say that, you don't want to ever see me, mommy, please. Oh my God. I was begging, and that day I didn't even go again to school. I couldn't go again to school. So the whole day, I was now telling my mom how he started, everything that he did, taking me sometime to hotels. My mom was shocked. I thought I'm gonna lose my mom. I thought she's gonna have a heart attack, because also my mom, she's so emotional like me. I was like, is she gonna slap me? But for me, I was still on my knees. Like, I was on my knees, because I was like, I can't even say anything here. I'm just gonna stay on my knees until she told me, come up. So she also just went down. We were just sitting there when I'm telling her everything. We were crying. She was lost. She was like, are you for real, or you're just like... I was like, Mommy, it's true. Like, he's the first person who took my virginity. Mommy, I'm not lying. Mommy, I'm not lying. He did it. Mommy, he did it. He did it. Oh my God. My mom were there for maybe I don't even remember how many hours we were there talking. I remember we stopped talking until we had some of my siblings started coming. That's when we stopped talking. But again, the next day I didn't also go to school. I was talking to my mom, and she was like, why didn't you talk to me? Why didn't you say something? I was like, Mommy, I was so scared. Like, he told me not to tell you, you're gonna kill me and all that. Guys, I didn't believe that I was talking to my mom when he's not here to slap me. I couldn't believe it. Having this conversation with my mom. The next day, actually, I couldn't believe it, that I'm still in the same house with my mom. She's not here to tell me, pack your thing and get up. Because for me, I knew that's what's gonna happen. For me, I was like, the day after my mom knowing everything, she's gonna tell me, pack your thing and get up. Get up. Because these are the things this man had already put in my mind. Okay, and I had them. They're just here. But the reaction of my mom, it shocked me. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. We were talking, we cry. Every time I talk, I'm talking, I'm crying, she's crying, we are hugging. Sometimes we're just gonna cry, then after we hug each other. Then again, we talk. She asked me everything. For me, when she was asking me, I'm not leaving any details out. I go talk every little thing from A to Z. My mom found out I was actually 14, gonna turn 15 soon. And that's how my mother found out when I was abused by my stepdad at 11 years old. I'm so sorry for this long video, but I just want to say thank you so much for listening, to each and everybody who listened to the end. May God bless you. Let us share this to help one another, because this may not help you, but it's gonna help somebody else. So always share this with your friends, your enemies. Share this with somebody. God is gonna bless you. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Okay, may the Almighty God bless you, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next coming video. How my siblings do, they found out, their reaction, all that you guys are gonna find out. Thanks so much for watching. I love you. Bye bye.